So this morning, back up a minute. Hi, this is Rebecca with RebeccasRoadmap.com. And so this morning, I was looking for inspiration. I know you need to shoot some videos today, and I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to shoot. I had a couple of ideas, but I was searching for some further information, some further inspiration to kind of flesh the idea out in my mind. So I thought I would share with you guys how I come up with project ideas. So since I was laying on my bed this morning and I had this whole big stack of stuff that, was feeding into my inspiration, I'm going to turn the camera around so you can kind of see what all I was working with. So I'll be right back. So this is all the stuff that I had spread out on my bed at about, I don't know, what time was it? 7 a.m. on Saturday morning? Yes, this is what I was doing. I was coming up with ideas. I went to sleep on Friday knowing I wanted to create a video on a mini vision board, and I knew I wanted to create a meal plan with me video for my inclining channel. But I didn't know how I was going to accomplish those things. Not really. And so I went to sleep thinking about that. So when I woke up, okay, this is me going down the rabbit hole. So when I woke up, I was thinking, there was this girl, I saw some YouTube video, and she had a meal planner that you could write on one side, and then the other side you can write your grocery list and tear it off. I'm thinking, what did that look like, and who was that, and do I need to buy one of those? So of course I searched and found a YouTube video and found the girl. And what is her name? I wrote it down up here. Carrie L. So Carrie L. And I went to her website and I saw her meal plan, and I watched a couple of videos on meal planning, and then I saw that she had this recipe club thing going on, and I'm like, that looks very interesting. I want to check and see what that is. And this is actually like the big bundle. Let me see. Let me go back here. She's got one. Okay, here's the pumpkin edition, which I'm assuming was October or November. So she's selling these for like $6. And it includes, it's an ebook with 30 dinner recipes. She sends these out every month, or you can buy them every month. And she's got, I think, recipe cards and a meal planner page included. I was like, well, that's kind of interesting. So I'm kind of looking for something to do for my lectin-free.me channel. And let me pull a couple of these up so you can see pictures. Well, maybe. Okay, so she does these little recipe cards. And then she gives you this printable with the recipe. And maybe it's a different one. Let me see. Let's go to page 1. She's got all kinds of cool things in here. And it's a bunch of printables. This one. Okay. Let's look at the October one. So you can see here she's got recipe cards, so I guess you can share recipes with people, or maybe write down your variation of her recipe. And then she's got this sheet for gatherings, which is you know, a big event in your family where you're going to have more than just your regular dinner. So this could be Easter dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, special birthday, anniversary kind of a thing. And then she's got these meal planning sheets. So that's included with the ebook with 30 recipes. I'm thinking, I kind of like this idea, but I don't want to have to come up with 30 recipes, and I mean, I guess I could, but that'd be every month. I don't eat 30 different recipes every month. We kind of rotate probably through about maybe 10 and then change those seasonally. But I was like, I kind of like this idea of a monthly subscription or a monthly product that people can buy if they want to or not. And it's downloadable, so you make it once and you can keep selling it basically. And quite frankly, I mean, you could keep these going because people, they're just starting, they might like the recipes in 2016 versus the recipes in 2018 or something like that. I don't know. But I kind of like this idea of creating something on a monthly basis that included some recipes. But I was trying to figure out how I could take this idea and create my own project. I don't want to copy Carrie's project. There's nothing wrong with Carrie's project, but it's not my project. It would not be my personal project. So I got out, I have this stuff out because I was looking on my Kindle and on my phone, and I had my notebook out, which I need my pen. So I have this stuff out. This is kind of my scratch editorial calendar for April. So I'm thinking, you know, I had, what am I going to plan? And I had these magazines out that somebody gave me at work, which I don't know, but I just love Better Homes and Gardens. But look at this. I want to make this, guys. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so I'm getting off topic, but anyway. And that Christmas tree I thought was kind of cool. So I had magazines out. I had my editorial calendar, like scratch plan going. And I was like, I'm going down the rabbit hole, and I am thinking about, well, what would I do differently from Carrie L? What would I create that's different? So I went and got my day book. This is where I capture my ideas, and I turned to a fresh page. And I dated it today's date and 7:45 a.m. This is what I was doing. And then I just started making notes. So I was like, okay, monthly printables. And I wrote down ccarriel.com because that was my jumping off point for the idea. And then this is what she does. She does an ebook with 30 recipes, gathering sheets, which was like the event planner sheets, meal planning sheets, 30 recipes with 3 bonuses, and printable recipe cards. I'm like, okay, what would I want? What would this look like? I was thinking, well, okay, like monthly meals, I don't think you need 30 of them because I don't think people are going to go through that many recipes. I don't think they're going to cook all of them. I know if I'm looking at a magazine like these that I'm going to look, if I see something interesting like these roasted vegetables or this chowder, that I'm going to look at it and come up with my own variation of this. Well, number one, I wouldn't eat this anyway because it's lectins, but but anyway, okay, so if I wanted to make these vegetables, I would use the vegetables that I can eat, and then I would probably change up the spices. So where I would use this as a jumping off point, I wouldn't normally follow the exact recipe. And maybe I'm weird like that. Maybe other people don't do that, but that's how it works in my house. Because somebody's always allergic to something or can't eat something, so I just need some inspiration. So I'm writing this down. I've got magazines laying over there. And the other thing I'm actually working on, I'm working on my Optimize Your Health workbook, which is kind of laid out like a magazine. It's kind of, so I've got all this magazine stuff in my head. So I'm writing these things down. This is basically my brainstorming and idea capture. And this wasn't the only one I did this morning. This is just what I'm going to share with you guys today, so we don't get off track looking at multiple ideas. Okay, so I don't even know where I was. Okay, so those were Carrie L's ideas. And then I just wanted to brainstorm my ideas. So monthly meals. And then I want to do a monthly healthy habit. I know that the Fly Lady has a monthly habit, like put your shoes on and drink water, and some of her other habits. And I just always thought that was the coolest idea. I want to do a monthly healthy habit. And I was going to do that on my blog anyway, but maybe I can incorporate that into my blog and on this idea. So I liked, my mom likes to do checklists for holidays, so I thought that would be something good to include. I thought the gathering meal planner was a good idea, and a weekly meal planner, I thought that was a good idea. And a weekly shopping list, so here's my question. Do I make that a separate page, or do I make it a page that you can just, make the shopping list on the side and then cut it out? I thought maybe, I take a lot of supplements, and some supplements really do good things for your body because we aren't getting all the vitamins and minerals and things that we used to from the earth. So I thought maybe highlight a supplement, or maybe highlight a food of the month. Do I have that other one over here? This is something else I was looking at, not today, but in my mind, this is like highlighting cabbage. I thought maybe you could highlight a food of the month. And maybe at some point I could make this into something where I could add advertisements. Because I'm thinking at this point, this is going to be like a little monthly easing. Maybe something like this. I don't know if it's going to be this long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, look, it's actually, okay, so this is like 31 pages, right? But it's got a bunch of ads in there. And because it's a natural grocer thing. So it's got a recipe, it's got some supplement information, more, buy stuff. So I guess what I'm looking at is something like this, but it would be something you would download and print yourself. It would be a, it wouldn't be a physical product you would be buying. It would be a downloadable product. Because quite frankly, that's a whole lot easier for me to deliver. I create the file, and as many people, if they want it, they could buy it and download it. So, and I've got lectin-free journal here because I was like, okay, it needs a name. So that's my working name right now. So this is how I came up with this idea that I didn't have before today for a product that I could potentially create for my website and possibly be a source of revenue. So I went down the rabbit hole. I captured the idea. I brainstormed how that could work in my life, how I could actually create and deliver it, and what it would look like, what it would include. So now if I want to actually work on this project, I can come back to this list and see exactly what it is that I wanted to create, what I wanted to include. I can see my original inspiration, and I probably should also write down natural grocer flyer on here. It's grocers. I always leave the S off. I think it should be natural grocer. It's just one grocer, isn't it? So, this is how I come up with project ideas. So when I decide I want to work on this, I will put it in my project planner and actually detail it out, and what actions I need to take. Like I need to create this, and then I need to create that, and then I need to create that. Give myself a deadline. Maybe do a little vision board or project board for that, so I can have a mock-up of what it might look like. So I don't know how you guys come up with your project ideas. If you've got something you want to share, please leave it in the comments below. All ideas are welcome. So please share. And if you like this kind of thing, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to keep seeing content like this, please hit the subscribe button and that little bell so you will get a notice when I send videos out. So I hope this has helped you. As always, I really, really, really appreciate you guys spending this time with me. Thank you very much.